When you want to know about Bill DeBlasio, one of the presidential candidates, what he's showing on the national stage right now, people here in New York have known this about him for years. And the person who went viral talking about him joins us today. Vickie Palladino, thank you for joining us on Liquid Lunch.
Thanks, John.
Vickie was also on What's the Deal, our weekly show on Sundays at 1, returning to Newsmax on June 30th. What's the Deal? The show that doesn't kneel. And now your first appearance on Liquid Lunch. So
thank you very much. I'm happy and thrilled to be here. I've watched it. Oh, I get to ring?
You can ring.
There you go. I've watched it a couple of times. I said, this is a great format for a show.
It's Women Wednesday, so we bring in power women in politics and business and philanthropy.
I'm glad to be in that
We have
niche.
a little drink if you want. We have a nice fruit platter at your disposal from Champ's Gourmet Deli. Okay. You know, it's a fun atmosphere.
It is fun. I watched it, like I said, a couple of times. I said, wow, great idea for a format. And everybody who watches it seems to really, truly enjoy it.
Thank you for that. Tell us why you knew right away that Bill DeBlasio, Warren Wilhelm, was not a good candidate.
He's not a good candidate because he can't even be the mayor of New York City. And that's the way that goes. As soon as he learns how to govern a city, which he can't, then he might have an inch of credibility to be able to run for president of the United States, which, as we all know, what did he get rated? 0 in Iowa?
Let me help you with that. Let me help you with that, Vickie. Hold on. We felt he was missing in action, so we put him on the side of a milk container.
That's great, but we don't want to find him.
Hang on, that's the thing.
Let him stay away.
Hang on. This was, at the time, he was just under 1% in the poll, so if you notice, I put him on the 1% milk carton.
Okay.
Okay, but last week, he was the only candidate that came up at -1 in net favorability. So we put the little minus sign in front of it. So he's on the -1 low-fat milk because I think he's MIA as mayor, and that should tell people when your mayor misses the 9/11 ceremony,
right? That
was because he's in New York at the gym because he's tired because he was in Iowa for the last week.
Exactly.
Tells you what type of person you're dealing with. And Vickie, you went viral when you confronted him in the street in 2017. What happened?
Well, what happened was I was furious. I was furious because this happened in 2017, and we had 2 police officers assassinated 2 years prior. And that was very early into his, as mayor, his term. Then we had the disruption in Hamburg, Germany, when he went to Hamburg, Germany to protest against our country and stand with the anarchists and the communists, which is what he is. And he also stepped out.
On Liquid Lunch, we don't want you to hold back. We want you to
we want me just to go.
Yeah.
Do the best I can.
Don't curse.
So, no, I know, I got to watch. So what he did do, unfortunately, was to the police officer, Familia, who was from the Bronx. And I don't say killed in action, as he likes to refer to it as. These police officers were assassinated while sitting in their parked car. I was furious. And I simply said, pull the car over, to my husband. And we did. He pulled the car over. He made a few remarks.
DeBlasio was in the street.
Yes, he was in
campaigning.
He was in Whitestone campaigning. I said, pull the car over. So he said, what are you going to do? I said, just pull the car over. So I did, and I was polite. Everybody did their thing. The B and C reporters did their thing. I waited till it was done, and then I said what I needed to say, and I went full steam on him for going against this country, not standing by his police officers who turned their back on him for the 3rd time.
That's right. And if you don't know, another thing about Bill DeBlasio, who was born Warren Wilhelm, by the way.
Right, his real name, that's right.
When police officers are murdered or killed in the line of action, they have a very beautiful ceremony where all the officers are there. And when the mayor enters in New York, all the cops turn their backs on the mayor.
That is the...
Just know that.
Yeah.
When he misses 9/11 ceremonies and the men in blue turn their back on him, maybe that's why he's at -1 in the polls.
Well, that's part of it. The other part of it is the city is just falling apart now. He had 4 years in what I call set the table. So he set the table for everything that he's putting into action now, which is our homeless shelters, injection sites, He's throwing money all over the place. At what about the MTA? What about our crumbling roads?
Yeah, no, this is all representative of why he shouldn't be even considered.
Right.
We're wasting. You know, Michael Goodwin from the New York Post, who writes some thoughtful stuff, said it best today. Like, if you're not going to be here to be mayor, and you're going to be on the taxpayer's dime in other states and stuff, then step down and run for president and give it your all. But why is New York being neglected so that you can pursue a dream when you're at -1?
Well, I'll tell you what.
-1 means like you're in the negative. I don't even know how you can get that in humanity.
Let me tell you, the person who would step in is as bad as he is, and then you got his so-called co-mayor, Charlene, or whatever her name is. Charlene. Okay, she was appointed co-mayor last year and actually had the gall to ask for her to be paid for a position that doesn't even exist. So if you got bad, you got worse. Let me take an absentee mayor, then go even worse than what we've got now. Goodbye.
There's another photo out there. We're going to go out of this segment. Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV is coming right back. But I thought there was a recent sighting of Bill DeBlasio. Take a look at this, Vickie. Tell me what you think.
I can't make it out. Oh, he's Bigfoot.
Yeah,
he's on the FBI file. I can't see without my glasses.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So that's what we think. We think he's cited as often as Bigfoot, and he's on the side of a milk container. So I think we're on the same place. I want to thank you for joining us again.
Thank you so much.
Great
It was
appearance.
great.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
We bring on community activists. We bring on firebrands. We bring on people who know where the rubber meets the road. The real people, the purple people, will be back right after this.